Yes. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. I'm glad you were able to come in on such short notice. I have got some excellent news for you. Your application has not only been approved, but we, well, fortunately for you, but unfortunately for your new potential vampire mistress, her familiar, unfortunately, he expired. Yes. As you know, the Tamor vampire clan is one of the most powerful in the world right now. I mean, I'm sure I don't have to explain to you what happened when the vampire clans decided that they were fed up with the antics of human beings, decided to make themselves known, and basically took over the world. Yes, yes. Anyway, that was 20 years ago. But the good news is, again, for you, there is a Tamor mistress, rather high ranking in their noble society, who recently, well, her familiar, and ironically, she only had the one, which is odd. Most normally have a few, or at least a couple, but she had one. He was young, and something about an undiagnosed illness that didn't present itself until recently, and unfortunately, by then, it was too late. So he expired. They buried him very quickly. She is in mourning. Now that's going to last at least a year, maybe a bit longer. So there's going to be a couple of extra rules. If it is decided you're going to take his place. Now, I know you're a bit of an older individual, but you're still young enough that I think this will work. I've been reviewing several applications. As you know, I work for the clan as a familiar for one of its leaders on the tribunal. And it has been determined that you and one other individual would be perfect for her needs based on, based on pretty much everything that you've told us about, and we have confirmed that you were telling the truth. That's a good thing. Trust me, these are not the sort of applications where you want to lie. Not at all. Not at all. But you were completely honest, and in terms of your background, your experiences, your age range, and your physical traits. Yes, vampires can be a bit shallow in certain ways, but far less than human beings. So, you have been, how can I put this? Preliminary approval. Now, like I said, it's between you and one other individual. Now, do you have any questions for me? Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, I see. Well, keep in mind, this is for a position as a familiar, not as, well, the vampires really don't have a word for it, but usually unofficially, um, something more than a familiar or a very personal assistant. They call those their little ones. And don't get confused about it. It's not like children. It's more like a odd combination of familiar and pet. In a lot of cases, more pet than familiar. Well, hold on, hold on. You seem a bit upset. What? Why? Oh, oh, please remember how the world used to be? I mean, I'm old enough to remember, and so are you. I mean, you would have families, middle income, rich, wealthy, the type of individuals who could buy several homes in Beverly Hills and not bat an eye. Genuinely wealthy human beings who could buy 12 homes in the richest districts in America as easily as you or I would buy a 12-pack of cheap plastic pens. They could buy homes. They all had pets. Did you see the way they pampered and treated their pets? You would be lucky if your status organically evolved over the years from familiar to little one. What's that? Free will? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's talk about free will. Let's talk about not being a vampire's pet. Your free will means that you are free to go out, find 2 full-time jobs, just so you can afford a tiny little studio apartment without even so much as a stove, a hot plate, maybe a microwave. Heck, live it up, a toaster oven. And how much time you think you're going to spend in that studio apartment that's just a little bit bigger than room for a twin-size bed? Yeah. Oh, it's shelter. Yeah. You're going to have maybe, 1 or 2 changes of clothing. Probably wear the same pants and shoes on a regular basis, maybe a pair of shorts. Yeah. Have you seen how expensive clothing is? And then what? You work your 2 full-time jobs. Maybe you will be lucky enough to get 1 full day off out of both of them. 1 full day off. And what are you going to do? You're going to collapse into your bed and you're going to sleep most of your day off away. And then you're going to wake up, eat, get dressed, go out and do the same thing all over again for the next 6 days. You want that? And let's talk about the money you'll save up. What are you going to do with it? Buy a bunch of frivolous, cheap things you don't need? Oh, car payments. Car payments, yes. Yes. In an economy where the average car payment is just under $1,000 a month, have you seen how worthless modern day cars are? Heck, there's only 5 brands left even buying from. And 2 of those 5 are the luxury brands of 2 others. And then what? Pay for insurance as they gouge you and cheat you. Pay for your ride that won't even be as reliable as the cars that came out 20 years ago. You're going to do that? Yeah. Pay for registration, insurance, pay taxes. Oh, yeah. Here's a tax on a 60 grand vehicle that 20 years ago would cost about 25 grand. And then what? Where are you going to go in your car that's bleeding you dry? Where are you going to go? Have you seen how expensive activities have become? Ever been to the movies lately? Assuming you can even find a movie that's actually worth watching, most of it is crap. Maybe you'll find someone to date. You know how expensive women are? Oh, and heaven forbid if you do something really stupid like get her pregnant when you're just having a good time. Oh, who are you kidding? That's your free will? I guarantee you when you get her pregnant, your free will is gone. And what free will? Free will to be in horrible, soul-crushing debt? Let me tell you what happens if you become a familiar. All of your needs are met. That's right. No more massive copay if you need to go to the doctor because you can tell something is wrong. Your vampire master or mistress will make sure that you see the best doctors and that you get the best treatments. Yes, the absolute best. Why? Because he or she needs you to be healthy, to serve them. And because in this particular clan, not taking care of a familiar, no. All of their fellow vampires in the clan will look down on them. It's like, ooh, what the hell kind of master or mistress are you? You let your familiar suffer instead of getting the medical care. Oh, that darn generator. You want that? Or would you rather pay a disgustingly massive copay and a cover charge? That's basically what it is. How would you like to pay your copay cover charge before you even see some pathetic little doctor with maybe a year's worth of experience out of medical school? How about seeing some of the best doctors in the world? Oh yeah, when the vampires took over 20 years ago, there were certain humans they let live. Doctors, definitely among them. Now you get sick, you get the best doctor. Oh, your vampire needs you to travel out of state to take care of an errand? Yeah, you get provided a car and not some cheap, worthless piece of junk that'll break down on you. Here are the keys. Here's gas money. Here's money for food. Go take care of it. Sure, you're basically an errand boy, a glorified errand boy, but you get compensated so well. Money? Money? Why would you need money? Seriously, you get the best of everything. If you decide you want to be a familiar, even to a vampire who is grieving the loss of her previous one, here's what you get. You get your own lavish set of rooms in a castle or in a giant mansion. You get the type of bed sheets, furniture that multi-millionaire human beings used to have 20 years ago. You get to enjoy that, not them. You get all of that. The finest foods as well. Because when you eat foods, it goes in your bloodstream. So, when your mistress drains you, she gets a taste of everything you ate. So she makes sure you have the best, the absolute best. Leisure time? Oh, you get plenty of that. Plenty of it. You can do whatever you want. Books, sports, anything. They take care of it. They absolutely do. It's amazing. Trust me, I know. I'm a familiar, and my vampire, she takes very good care of me. I'm sort of in that weird in-between phase of more than a familiar, but a little less than a little one. You, even as a familiar, will get to enjoy all of that. And vampires can be very appreciative and very generous. Yeah, this watch on my wrist, when I go back to my mistress, I always slip on the Rolex Yachtmaster that she purchased for me on my birthday last year. I wear it in front of her. She likes seeing me with it, and I like wearing it, and I like smiling every time I look at it. Oh yeah, a real Rolex Yachtmaster. That thing costs more than a large house. She gave it to me. The back is engraved. It is wonderful. You don't need money when everything you want is given to you. What are you talking about? Freedom. No. This is not slavery. You are not an indentured servant. You volunteered, remember? You filled out the paperwork, you volunteered, and you were put on a wait list. Well, you made it to the front of the wait list with one other guy. And quite frankly, he's a lot more enthusiastic than you seem to be. I mean, what part of pampered to an extreme degree do you not understand? The best food, the best furniture, bed, the best clothing, the best everything. Anything you want to do, leisure activity, you got it. Heck, my vampire mistress, she takes me on trips around the world. She usually has a lot of business to conduct around the world, and she likes to do it in person. Well, guess what? She takes me with her. Did you know that there's a restaurant inside the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France? Yes. She takes me to all these wonderful places. She enjoys herself, and she brings me along for the ride. So what's the problem? If it's freedom, well, you don't have to take the assignment. I'll take your application and rip it up right now. No? All right. So again, what's the problem? It's not like you're being enslaved. Your religion? Well, heck, you can keep that. They don't care about that. No, seriously, you get to keep your religion. Just do what they say, follow the rules, be respectful, and you get to enjoy a better life, far better than one that comes with free will, The free will to what? Suffer until you die? Come on. Yeah, that whole 2 jobs and studio apartment thing. What do you think I used to do until I was chosen as a familiar? Ah, that damn generator. Look, if you want, I don't know, the freedom to basically struggle through life, go ahead. I don't. Who would want that? I like being pampered by my mistress. I like being able to enjoy her company. I like my rooms. I like everything she provides for me. Yeah, well, maybe I don't like struggling through life. Seriously, who would? Why struggle through life if you don't have to? And if you want to keep your religion, go ahead. You don't have to give it up. Not at all. I don't know why you think you would. Oh, those old wives' tales about vampires and certain religions. Come on. You really believe that? Besides, you can walk away at any time, but most people choose not to. It's not slavery. There are some people who have free will and have all the advantages in the world. Those are the ones who become rich. You think there's anyone left who actually worked hard from poverty and became rich in America? Come on. You don't believe that nonsense, do you? Look, I know we're moving a little fast. Why don't you head home, think about it, sleep on it, and then just give me an answer in the morning? All right? Okay. Good talk.